Right guys, so I thought that I'd do another video for YouTube because I didn't actually do a very big one last time. But what I will say is I'm currently in Gran Canaria, as you probably know already. The view, that's just incredible to be honest. That is honestly, wow. Let me turn it around and show you. Just look at this, look at that view. There is worse views to have in the world. And that one is definitely not one of them. But yeah, I wanted to talk about today about how it is possible to achieve your dreams. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, here we go, like mindset talk, boring talk, I don't believe you. There's gonna be a plane behind me in a sec, actually. You'll be able to see it. Oh, wait, hold on, let's turn it around. Hold on. Somewhere over there. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But I wanted people to know that it is possible to achieve your dreams, and you might not think it is, but trust me, it is. And this is coming from someone who is, yeah, I know, only got 15.6k on TikTok, and that is a big number for me. But for others, that might be like, oh, what a small creator. But I don't care, because at the end of the day, it wasn't about getting a following for me. It was about what my TikTok represents. I know I'm moving this onto YouTube, but that's not the point. Like, everyone who knows my TikTok knows that the reason that I started it in the first place was because I wanted to change my confidence. I wanted to build my confidence. I wanted to do that rejection therapy that I talk about a lot. And obviously, as you know, I did. And it's good because I honestly don't care about what people think about my social media. Because at the end of the day, I go to the fact that it's mine. You know what I mean? It's mine. So why does what anybody else negatively thinks about it have to do with me? At the end of the day, all I'm trying to do is build my own confidence and help others build theirs too. Whether that be through the gym, social confidence, etc., or like losing weight. Those are the three things that I've built on. And honestly, I can tell you for a fact that it is scary at the start, and I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to sit here or stand here, because I'm actually stood. I'm not going to stand here and say to you that it was the easiest thing I've ever had to do in my life. Was it hell? No, it was not at all. I had to go through quite possibly the most awkward and uncomfortable situations that I've ever had in my life. Like, for example, how when I first started TikTok, I'd say around the 1 to 2k mark, literally for the first 2 weeks. No, it was probably less time than that. It's probably less followers than that, but it doesn't matter. Regardless of the followers, there was a 2 week period where every single person I knew in my life was watching me, and I seriously mean like everybody. Back when I could still see my profile views because they got 5k followers. But the point is, I had every single person watching me. I had people even come into my live that used to work with. Didn't give up. Never ever gave up, because I thought, what's the point of giving up something? Isn't this the point? The point that I was trying to prove was by doing that. So that's all I've got to say. If you have watched this far, I am very grateful, and it should be a bit better today because we're actually this way around rather than this way around. And my camera also tracks me and moves around with me, which is pretty decent. If you haven't already, get yourself an Osmo. It's amazing. But yeah, you guys helped me pay for this as well. So it's all on you. I'm putting it back into the TikTok and the social media. But yeah, all I'm going to say is what you're not changing, you're choosing. Nothing changes until you do. And trust me, I'm nowhere near where I need to be yet. But I'm definitely not at the start. And I am, again, so grateful for every single person that's helped me get from this. Get me from the start to where I am now. And I am never going to stop. Because CADAMA isn't just me. It's a whole thing now. You know, it's a community. There's people who genuinely enjoy watching my videos. There's people who feel inspired by my videos. There's people who genuinely want me to go live every day. You know, they message me, they tell me when are you live? When are you next posting a vid? Because that's the type of impact you make when you be true to yourself. And that's all I've ever done. Every single video I've ever made, every single post is authentic. And that builds trust, that builds your confidence too. So, if you're scared to do something, think about why you're scared in the first place. Think about whether or not it is because of other people's opinions, and then go back to the fact that why does it matter what other people think? Been there, I know exactly how it feels, but now I'm not there anymore. Look at how uncomfortable people get when you stop being insecure. That is a big game changer. I have people now messaging me that I haven't spoken to in ages saying, "Oh, I really like your videos, I really like what you're doing." People that genuinely didn't even care what I was doing when I started because I wasn't going anywhere with it. People never care at the start, but now they care now. And I'm living proof with that one. But anyways, if you have watched this far, I appreciate you a lot. And this is the official second video on YouTube. And we are in Gran Canaria. See you later, guys.